All right, we're talking about recipe conversions and weights and measure conversions and scaling. And you've just done the first exercise in the workbook handout. And you may be wondering to yourself, well, why would we use this? Well, let me give you two examples here, and we're going to do it in two separate videos, so watch the second video for this to get the second part. If one thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be converting my recipes and scaling them. So for example, I have a recipe for seafood Newburg. Now, seafood Newburg is seafood like scallop and shrimps and that sort of thing in a pink sauce. It's a cream sauce with some sherry added to it. Okay, so let's suppose my recipe calls for 20, the yield on my recipe is 20 6-ounce portions. And that gives me a nice 6-ounce cup of seafood Newburg, or maybe I serve it over rice, whatever. But suppose I wanted to create a surf and turf type thing where I'm going to put up maybe a 5-ounce petite filet along with a smaller cup of seafood Newburg, and I want to serve a 4-ounce portion of the seafood Newburg. I go to my recipe box, or I go online and I find a recipe. It's going to give me 20 6-ounce portions. But I say to myself, well, I wonder how many 4-ounce portions that would be. Well, I can convert that easily, because what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to find out is how many ounces this recipe is yielding. So I multiply 20 portions times 6 ounce per portion, and I come up with 120 total ounces that this recipe yields. And then I want to convert this to a 4-ounce portion. So I simply divide the 120 ounces by 4 ounces, and that gives me 30 portions. So the same recipe that produced 20 6-ounce portions is going to produce 30 4-ounce portions, and that's how I convert a recipe.